Hi guys, we're here with episode 1 of our engraving crash course. Okay, step 1 is to place the object flat in the engraver. So right now we're engraving this charm. So we're going to place the side that we're going to engrave up like this and make sure it's flat. And then we have to align the dots using this controller thingy to make sure it's at the highest point or the part that we're going to engrave on the charm. Like that. See how the dots are aligned? The next step is to take a picture using this button in the top of the screen. So you're gonna press that and it will take a picture of what it sees on the engraver. Okay, so the next step is gonna be to type out what you're engraving or insert the image of whatever you're engraving. For the image, you would just click that little image button and then go into the downloads of the computer. But today we're just doing text, so we just typed out the text and Molly's gonna go over here and pick a good font. There's a good one, love it. And now we're gonna adjust the font accordingly to fit the image, and she's like zooming in there so you can see it and fitting it on the picture. Ready? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so for settings, they kind of differ for each item, but you can always reference the engraving spreadsheet settings that I actually have on the computer that I can pull up for everybody. But for charm, for metal, usually we do fiber IR, and then power, we're gonna start at 60, but you can always increase the power. And then speed, we're gonna start at 2000. So speed is going to change how deep the engraving is. So that's super important to be this high, especially when we're doing metal charms like this. We don't wanna go too deep into the metal. And then lines per centimeter, for small stuff on a charm like this, 140 or 160 is usually a good option. Okay, so the next step is gonna be to hit this button right here, which is framing. And as you can see, this creates like a little box which shows the area where the text will be engraved. So you just want to double check on the object that it aligns, the placement aligns with where you want the engraving to be. So, because the camera can be a little inaccurate sometimes, but here we just want to move the object to fit the placement that's shown of the blue box. So that looks pretty good to me. And if you ever need precise framing, you can actually go into these 3 dots here. Let's stop framing first. Hold. And change what type of mode you're doing. So if you do outline, this might be too small to see it, but if you do outline, it actually outlines the specific words on here, so we can see kind of the outline of the actual text that you're engraving. And this is super helpful when you're trying to line text up specifically, or if you just want to see exactly where the name is going to fall. But generally we need to just do the box. That's like the easiest to look at. So the last step here is going to be to hit process, and that will start it up. You also have to consider if you want to turn on the air filter down here, which as you can see is just this little thing here, and that turns on the fan. So once we hit process, you'll see this screen and you can hit start. Double checking the spelling of everything, making sure that it's accurate to the order form. Good? Yeah. Good? All right. And if there's a customer present, you can double check with them as well to make sure. So we're gonna hit start, and then you have to hit this green button here. Make sure to only hit it once, not twice. And, oh, we missed it, but it did engrave. So then we can just process this as many times as necessary and kind of adjust the settings if we need to, in order to make it have like a readable engraving. A tip, double clicking this, as Molly's doing here, is makes the engraver do the same thing that it just did. So if you don't want to keep going back and hitting start, you can just double click. Okay, and then once you've engraved it, make sure you clean with a microfiber cloth, or for water bottles, you use the magic eraser in the back, and then just wipe it off, make sure it looks good, and then time to deliver it to the customer.